If only you knew the wonders of Jesus. If only you'd open your heart and your mind. If only you'd look to your God and your Maker, you'd swiftly discover the joy there to find. If only you knew the peace He can bring you. If only you'd learn of His mercy and grace. Soon you'd be filled with love for your Saviour. His presence and lordship you'd fully embrace. If only you knew His power to heal you. Resentment and anger dissolve in His hand. Deep-rooted bitterness flees in His presence. For all other powers obey His command. If only you knew of His personal friendship. Though often depicted as distant and cold, He's filled with compassion, kind-hearted and caring. Such marvellous benefits there to unfold. If only you'd see He's been misrepresented. The faults of mankind are not charged to His name. Jesus has nothing to do with ambition or those who seek glory and personal gain. If only you'd give Him a moment to show you. Wholeheartedly search for the God there to find. I know He'd completely dispel in a heartbeat the image you've already formed in your mind. If only you'd see that He isn't religion. He isn't a system where errors are rife. Christ is the author and one true creator. He is the way and the truth and the life. If only you knew that He's bought your redemption. He's cleared every debt and paid for your sin. If you would acknowledge His day at Golgotha, cleansed and forgiven, you'd stand before Him. If only you knew my opinions don't matter. Perhaps you would see I wish not to sound grand. If only you'd notice I force no agenda, but long for your soul to know Jesus firsthand. For who could contain good news of such measure? This isn't a battle of me versus you. It's Christ I commission and share with great passion. Dear friend, He's amazing. If only you knew. If only you'd see that you were created, designed by your Maker, who formed you with love. If you would be open to learn of His goodness, you wouldn't contend with your Saviour above, for you would encounter His grace beyond measure. If you were prepared to question your stance, you could be stunned and in awe of His power. If you would be willing to give Him a chance. If only you'd look to the babe in the manger, the image that every December will bring. If only you'd see that this innocent baby is Jesus, your Saviour, Jehovah, your King. If only you knew the pain that He suffered. I ask you to look to His death on the cross. If only you'd grasp in your heart for a moment the love Jesus showed you when paying your cost, then you would know of your infinite value. Then you could understand how much you're worth. You'd see that your life has purpose and meaning, written by Jesus and placed on this earth. Yet all of these matters I only can tell you. I can't make you dwell on the truths I impart. Please know that I care not for rules and religion. I worship my King, for His love won my heart. Who could contend with His infinite wisdom? Who would resist the source of such wealth? I share the Messiah and how He astounds me. Now you must decipher and choose for yourself. If only you'd soften your heart towards Jesus, you'd gladly surrender your all to him too. If only you'd call out to Christ, your Messiah, you'd love him forever. If only you knew.